for any of the liberty mongering. He's remembered for the beer. Yes. So Harvard students know him as the brewmaster today. But once he was pretty important in the American Revolution. Today it is still a freshman dormitory. So the bottom two floors are the offices of the president, Drew Govan Faust, and her administrators. Top two floors are freshman dormitories. So it's a bit odd having the president and freshmen side by side. They try to find the quiet freshmen for those rooms, but the creators of The Simpsons, the television show, were Harvard students. They had rooms in Massachusetts Hall until December, when, after being loud all semester, they finally decided to see how far they could push it. They threw a football from President Derek Bach's window, and he said, "You know what, that's enough, you're out of here." So he kicked them out of the building. They had to find another dorm where they couldn't annoy any faculty members. But in fact, the building is so old that there were some folks here who weren't even Harvard students. The soldiers of General George Washington were quartered in this building in 1775, and they were even worse than the Simpsons creators. They tore out the doors for firewood because it was cold, and they melted down the doorknobs and all the metal for bullets. So after the Revolution, after independence, Harvard sued the U.S. for $50 to rebuild Massachusetts Hall. They won the lawsuit, so they're in fact the first successful plaintiff in American history. So another first for Harvard.